I'd always avoided the 1979 version of Dracula because I'd assumed it was going to be a bunch of this.
Now it is you, my best beloved one. You will be flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. You shall cross land or sea to do my bidding.
For years, I've never been able to take Frank Langella seriously because I was always picturing a shirtless disco Dracula. Fortunately, that bit is as cheesy as this film gets. Dracula 79 is a noble attempt to rein in both the Dracula name and the entire vampire genre. By that time, vampire movies were getting pretty silly, and this edition of Dracula returns things to the original classic story's roots. By now, you probably know all the particulars. Or do you? There are elements to the film that seem so refreshing since they're details that are usually omitted from other vampire movies. Unfortunately, the characters themselves are pretty thin, and the film just takes for granted that we already know most of the vampire rules and legends. While this does keep things moving, I would have liked a richer, more in-depth Dracula experience here. Langella is completely believable as Count Dracula, which is a role he also played on stage. Also giving solid performances are Laurence Olivier as Van Helsing and Donald Pleasence, who, again, is playing one of the worst psychiatric doctors ever. Amusingly, his character always seems to be eating, and when he's not eating, he's talking about eating. Of note is that the film was originally shot in full color and initially played that way in theaters. However, once the film hit Laserdisc in the early 1990s, director John Badham felt that the print needed to be desaturated, making it look almost black and white except for the stark redness of the blood. As a result, the full-color version hasn't been seen since. Either way, though, the film is gorgeous to look at. The 1979 version of Dracula looks great, sounds great thanks to a score by John Williams, and is credibly performed by a stable of terrific actors. And thankfully, it doesn't include any of this nonsense.
So, Dracula.